Hello again, my name is Bill Bopp. I am a man in long-term recovery, and the topic that I will be talking about is how did I survive my first negative event without using substances. So, in February of 2019, I was fired from my job at Mitsubishi Bank in New Jersey. And I wasn't fired because I was using substances, because already at that point I was coming up on 5 years without using substances. But it was just a situation where they were looking to cut staff, and I was miserable in the job. I was suffering from migraine headaches, depression. So they put me on a 30-day notice. And at the end of the 30 days, they said, you're not doing what we expect you to do, so you're being fired. And it was that was actually, it was a negative event, but in a way it was a blessing, because eventually it got me to where I am today in work as a recovery coach. But I remember when that happened, and even though I knew it was going to happen, it still hurt when it happened. Like, it still kind of, for me, started to kick up those feelings that are deep inside of me that say, like, you really aren't good enough. They found out a lot sooner than the other job did that you weren't good enough. But the way I was able to combat that was to talk about losing my job in the meetings, in the 12-step fellowship that I go to, and share about what happened, what I was feeling. And my job at that point then was looking for a new job, and I continued to do that without success for about 7 months. I put a lot of resumes out there, applied for a lot of jobs, got maybe 2 calls back that didn't pan out, and eventually wound up where I am today, being a recovery coach, which was one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me in my life. But I can remember sharing about what was going on in my life then, and not having a job, and unemployment running out. And thankfully I had a little savings stored up, that I wasn't in a bad financial state. And I would share in a meeting, I would say, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm trying to do the footwork and leave the results up to my higher power, because I have faith that my higher power will provide what's best for me. I said, so I don't know what's going to happen from that point of view. I said, but there's one thing I know that's not going to happen. I'm not going to return to using substances. That's one thing that's not going to happen, because I had a strong enough program, a strong enough foundation. I had people in my life that knew what I was going through, that heard me share, that I had faith and trust in, that were there to help me, that when I felt low and I was feeling down, and maybe I was feeling a little frustrated, that they would be there for me to say, it's okay, it's all right. Hey, I remember you telling me it only takes one application to get a job. You're going to get one. And those are the things that helped me just to not use substances during that time, when in the past I may have just said, to hell with it, let me return to use and see what happens. So thank you.